All right, so let's just start off by rolling those feet out. So you can have today I've got a golf ball. The smaller the object, the more targeted the pressure is going to be. So just keep that in mind if you're just starting with this. Or if you don't do it very often, it might be better to start with something like a tennis ball or even a softball, something like that. But we're just rolling around under your foot. No particular pattern here. The goal is just to kind of move the tissue around, move it back and forth, forward and backward. You ever had like a plantar fasciitis situation or, any kind of tissue pain under your foot? This is a great way to start working on that. Just make sure you get that ball close to bones. So not on top of bones, but just in front or just behind bones. All right, switching feet if you haven't yet. Morning, Deb.
Morning.
We're just
Sorry, running late.
Oh, no problem. We're just rolling out.
Nicole's heading off to school, so back to school.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just rolling out feet here. I like to go back and forth just behind the ball of my foot. There's a lot of stuff that plugs in there to those bones. Then kind of work your way back. And also where everything kind of comes together under your heel. I like to work side to side right there. Another nice way to do this, not in the winter, probably, unless you have some that's not covered in snow. Even like walking on like a landscape rocks or something like that is a good way to give your foot something interesting to be on. All right, let's move to the roller. And I've talked about that before, how, when you are in shoes a lot and your feet feel the same pressures and that kind of stuff all the time. It's nice for your feet. It's good for your feet, the nerves, the tissues, everything, to get some variety there. So making sure that your area is free of sharp stuff. You can walk on landscape rocks or, even in wood chips or something like that. Just to get some general barefoot action. All right, so as we're going forward and backward here, we're also going to go in and out. You might do these techniques every day, but I bring them up just in case. There's a difference between the rollout that we do on Sundays and the rolls that we do pre-workout. The ones that we do during the week are pretty much just getting the essentials. All right, working your way up. Let's go up to the back of your leg. And here I'm rolling from the back of my leg out to the outside, all the way up and down that IT band. Try to get all the way down to your knee, and all the way up to your hip with this one. And let's go ahead and switch to the other side. We're going to start off on the back. And rolling over. And good. After a few passes there, let's roll it over to the front. Position. And let's roll one thigh at a time. So just one leg at a time here. That way we can roll all the way up to your hip flexor. We want to roll all the way up to that hip bone. All the way down to the top of your knee. And let's go ahead and switch to the other side. You're rolling out that other leg. Give it one more pass up and down. And good. All right, let's lay on your front. Okay, then you're going to roll off to the side. The roller is going to be parallel to your body. You're going to bring that knee up. Now we're resting most of your body weight on the floor, and the weight of your leg is just kind of pressing down into the roller. And so we'll do the front third, or the third that's closest to your knee first. So you can kind of lift your foot and lower your foot just to get different angles. Then you're just getting pressure on different parts of your leg. Now let's move the roller in. Let's take care of the middle third. And then moving it all the way in. Get close to your midline. Bringing that knee up nice and high. And good. Let's go to the other side. Moving that roller into the middle third. And then inner third. Morning, Kelly. Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat on top of the roller. Crossing that ankle over. And let's kind of feel around in that, whatever leg is crossed over, you're going to be rolling on that cheek. Kind of feeling around. You feel something that is tight and that gives you a little bit of a jump. Go back and kind of sit on it. Try to get it to relax. And also roll through that. Maybe an area where the tissue is especially tight. Maybe an issue where there's nerves bound up or nerves trapped or something like that. We want to try to think about ironing out or rolling out dough or ironing a shirt. Okay, we want to spend a little time there. Try to iron out that area. Switch to the other side when you're ready. And good. So we're going to do the part in between your two hip bones. So kind of right where you would put your hand in your pocket. We're going to go, it's above your hip bone and below the crest of your hip. So we just start on one side, kind of rolling that area as you go across. Kind of go across your sacrum or the flat bone on the middle of your back. Then roll it over to the other side. And good. You're moving that roller about halfway up your back. Today, we're gonna give yourself a big hug. So we wrap those arms around you, try to give yourself a good squeeze. What happens there is as you reach, your shoulder blades separate, put those muscles on stretch, and it exposes a lot more of the muscle and the tissue there to be pressed on by the roller. If that feels too intense, just put your arms back where they normally are. We're just rolling up and down. But really, when you give yourself that hug, it takes things up a notch. This is one that you probably do a lot. So if you can find a way to change it up, make it a little bit more intense, that's what we'll do on a Sunday. All right, let's go hands up over your head. That roller is going to be right about the middle of your shoulder blades. All right, we just want to let yourself open up over the roller. Let those elbows open up wide. You can support your head, but don't pull it forward. We just kind of want to let things drop over the roller. From there, nice and easy. Okay, so really gently here, let's move the roller to the bottom of your shoulder blades, the bottom edge. And you're going to let yourself open up. Keep your belly strong. Let yourself open up over that roller. And then come back to neutral and very slightly from side to side. We're just going to dip elbows side to side. And we reach or roll the roller up one joint. Let yourself open up over the roller. And then really lightly take one elbow down towards your pocket and take the other elbow down toward your pocket. And we switch or move the roller up a little bit. Let yourself open up. Tilt to one side, tilt to the other. Move it up one more time. Tilt to one side, tilt to the other. All right, good. We are going to do one more thing with the roller, so just keep it around. But for right now, just go ahead and work down on your back. You're going to cross one ankle over your knee. All right, then two ways we can do this. You can either press your knee forward, get that stretch in your hip, or you reach through, grab the leg that's not crossed over, and pull that in. So as you pull in, we want to keep things nice and straight. Don't let your hips turn out to the side. And good. Take that same leg that's crossed over right now. You're going to press that heel up into the air. We'll grab the back of that leg and pull it in towards you. If you have a strap, you can put it over your foot. And let's try to pull those toes right back toward your chin. And good, let's switch sides. So we go over to the other side, cross that leg over. You can either press your knee forward with your other foot on the ground, or you reach through, grab the back of that leg. Try to relax your head as you're doing this. If you need a pillow for that, grab a pillow or a pad or something. And good, whatever leg was crossed over, you grab the back of that leg. Drop your other legs down straight on the ground. And now we're giving yourself a big stretch down the back of your leg. And good. Okay, let's roll over on your side. This is where the roller comes in. Bring that knee up even with your waistband. Try to lay your whole leg or your whole shin on the roller. Your knee should be up even with your belly button. Okay, from here, we're just gonna open up. So fingertips together, we open up. We're gonna stay open. So as you do this, you're gonna think about pressing your knee on the roller that's on the roller forward. So you're pressing that knee away from you. And opening up, trying to get that chest to open towards the ceiling. If any kind of shoulder pain or anything pops up with this, just keep your hand right on your rib cage and open up. Most important part of this is getting your rib cage to open up or getting your upper back to turn. So the chest stretch here, if your arm is out, is a nice bonus. But it's not totally necessary with this stretch. So let's go ahead and switch to the other side. And open up. As you open up, think about pushing that roller forward. Your head may be able to relax on the floor here. If not, it helps to have that pillow around. So 5 more seconds. And good, relax. All right, let's come up to all fours. Still using the roller. Okay, we're gonna do that, kind of that lat stretch. So it's gonna end up happening is arms will end up kind of overhead. But we're gonna start off on all fours with the outside of your, let's say your pinky finger on the roller. And then as you roll, you're gonna push that roller away. Or as you push your heel butt back towards your heels, you're gonna push that roller away. Thumbs stay up towards the ceiling. And we get down into this stretch here. You're reaching through your shoulder blades. Should get a nice stretch down the outside of your ribs. Up in your armpits, like the outside of your armpits. And let's come up. All right, so we'll push down into that again. We'll do about 3 of these. 3 10-second holds. And let's go ahead and push. So sit your butt back, push the roller forward. Trying to get your chest down to the floor. And good, come on up. And let's go one last time. Push your butt back, push the roller forward. Thumbs always facing the ceiling. And relax. All right, let's go to all fours with the roller next to you. One more rotation here. All right, so we're gonna put your arm on top of your roller. You just reach out, pushing that roller away from you. And keep the leg, the arm that's on the floor, keep that arm straight. Right, so we don't want to be like taking your ear to the ground. All we want is a big push. You're pushing that roller away, rotating your shoulders. And we'll do reps there. Let's do about 5 more. So we push, bring it back. Push. Two more. Last one. And good. Roll that roller over to the other side. Putting the back of your hand on the roller. Reaching under, pushing away. Check your knees. Make sure your knees are putting basically the same pressure into the floor. Right, so we shouldn't be shifted way over to one side with this. Do 3 more. And good. Keeping that roller up in front of you. Let's bring one leg up. My hands are propped up on the roller. Here I'm just trying to push my hips down to the ground. Push my chest away from the ground. Think about making that nice long line from your knee, through your hip, through your shoulders, through your ears. So if you find yourself hunched over down towards the floor, we want to try to push your chest away. Get tall with your, like the top of your head. Okay, let's switch sides. Foot up right next to the roller. Pushing your chest away. You're going to drop your hips way down towards the floor. Again, check in, make sure you're not looking back down, especially looking down and back, like towards your knee. We should have our eyes forward, about 45 degrees down to the ground. That just keeps you from tucking your chin and looking back. And good, let's go ahead and move that roller over into the middle. We're just gonna stand up, keeping both feet glued to the ground. So feet are wide. You can go hands on the roller, or if you don't need the roller, you can go hands to the floor. It should feel like more of a stretch in your groin, like in your inner thigh, rather than on the back of your leg. And so if you're feeling it more like a hamstring stretch, make your feet a little bit wider. And then you can also shift from side to side, just getting into that stretch. And good, let's come on up. All right. Just two more things to do here. Use your roller for this. Okay, whether you have a short one or a long one, doesn't really matter. Either one will do, as long as you can reach the ends, right? So you just want to be able to reach the end. And for this one, we're going to step backwards. So it's going to be a reverse lunge. You're holding that weight, that roller right out in front of you. You're going to step backwards and rotate over your forward leg. When we come back. All right, let's alternate to the other side. So as you step back, you're going to keep your back knee off the ground. Rotate. Well, good. So we're taking your back knee down as low as you can. Back to the initial first way we went. We're going to do 5 each side here for a total of 10 reverse lunges. Right, so whatever depth you can get right now, we'll go for that. But what we want is nice, slow, controlled. 3 there. Side number 2. And we're trying to rotate your whole body. So not just taking the roller over there. We're rotating everything, keeping those arms straight off your shoulders. It's 4 on each side. Let's do one more. Stepping backwards. Rotate over that front leg. Last time. And good. All right, so let's keep a hold of that roller. Same idea, except now we're going to do it with an SLDL. So we're going to go down, so your arms will stay straight. You're going to go down, you'll be reaching down towards the floor and just kind of tilting out like I don't know, what would that be like? It's almost like if you had your arms out to the side, you'd be like an airplane, right? Like an airplane turning. So whatever you like, if you want to hold the roller Holding the roller tends to make this a little bit easier. The airplane arms gets pretty challenging. All right, so let's do the same side for 5 here. So it's kind of like you're getting down and then everything's closing down. So we're closing down that hip. We're rotating out to the side. Come back up. If it helps you, it could be by a wall, okay, or something like that. Then we can be here, check your balance with just fingertips on the wall. Come into that. We reach, and we close everything down, rotating over toward the leg, the planted leg. And we come back. All right, last thing, let's do it on the other side. We're gonna do 5 nice, slow, controlled reps. So we hinge down for that SLDL, then everything closes down, including your hip. And we rotate everything over to that side. We drop straight down. And rotate. When I say close the hip, I mean the leg that's in the air, you're gonna take that pocket and try to point it down towards the ground. 2 more. Last one. And okay. You guys are off to enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining this morning on a stretch, and that felt pretty good. But I'll be back at it on Monday tomorrow, so we'll see you guys in the morning circuits.
Cute.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it, guys.
Bye,
Thanks for joining. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Brian.